So we just picked up a 2002 BMW E46. This is a 325 Xi. It is manual. So it's the steel blue, gray interior. It is a manual transmission. It's got the sport seats. It's got 17s. And it is in pretty good shape. So we're kind of going to take this on and do a little refresh of it, do some cosmetic upgrades, deal with some of the maintenance stuff just to make sure and keep it running the way it's supposed to, do some refresh of the suspension, and just enjoy this 20-something-year-old, 22-year-old BMW. Today, I am going to replace the lenses on the headlights and replace the corner markers. So you can see there's tape here holding these in. So I'm guessing the tabs on the corners probably broke. And then the lenses are extremely pitted and yellowing. They're really rough to the touch. This has the xenon headlights from the factory. I was just gonna polish these out, and I typically have pretty good results polishing old lenses and getting them back. But they sell replacement lenses for these, and it doesn't look that difficult to replace. So I'm going to replace the lenses with a pair of replacements and replace the corner lens with some clear replacements I got. Links to both parts will be in the description below. But here we go. Okay, to start the removal, hood is obviously up. I'm gonna get rid of this tape. We'll deal with the residue afterwards. So the first thing we have to do is remove this piece of trim, which is, we got to be gentle with it, and you start on the grill opening side, and there's a little plastic barb. So I'm taking a little screwdriver to push it in, and now there's little tabs here that you could kind of, again, help with the screwdriver by sliding it in there. And then there's two little barbs at this end that will come out all by themselves. So that lower piece of trim is out. I'm gonna take this opportunity off camera to clean that residue that was left by the tape. See see that the corner marker is not really in, and this is kind of loose too. So next step is pretty simple. We're going to take a 8mm socket. We're going to undo the two bolts that are clearly visible right at the top. Okay, and then there's two more that secure the light. There's one, if you look in this gap right here, straight down. That's why I have the extensions. And then there's one, there's the knob adjuster for the headlight right behind that, straight down as well. So come in here. That's the one that just came out there. And then, like I said, there's one right straight down here. And it just fell. Mine just fell to the ground, or you could use like the little magnet pickup tool to pull it out of the hole. So now the headlight's loose. We don't need to fully remove it. We just need to pull it out. So I'm going to use a rag here to kind of protect the paint on the front bumper. And wiggle the assembly out just a little bit. Okay. So a couple little things. This seal is very, very brittle. This piece of rubber at the top. It's gonna break most likely. So it's a good time you could replace these, but otherwise you're gonna get the tabs out of it very carefully, out of the light assembly to remove it. There, there. Comes. So with that little eyebrow trim piece off, it's really simple to kind of do what we have to do. You have to scoot this out a hair more, and there's a screw that goes straight down in this like plastic turret looking thing, and that's what holds the corner light on. So let me get a screwdriver. So again, there's this little, can't miss it, it's one screw in this like gray turret looking assembly. If you're just changing your lens, you just have to loosen it. But if you're changing the whole assembly, you know, you really undo it. So that's our corner light. And now the trick for removing this lens is these big plastic black clips. So there's the 3 across the top, there's 1 on the inside here, and 3 across the bottom. So we're just going to gently pry and free it over the tab. There you go. You heard a little pop, 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 done. And the lens should come right off. It may be stuck on there pretty good, but this one actually started moving already. So there it is. So here's the replacement with the shrink wrap on it. So from a clarity, for a comparison point of view, clarity point of view, I'll do a little better comparison off the car. But big, big difference. So again, now we're just going to come in and make sure all these tabs pop down, back over. There we go. Nice. Okay. Okay, so I'm just going to swap in the assembly here. And twist. Go. Button her up. The way this one works is this fork goes under that little turret looking piece. This pin here goes into this hole, and then there's 2 little L's here and here that line up on these little pins here on the headlight, and that's what kind of locates everything. And it comes with its own fresh seal here to seal against the fender. tighten down the screw that's in this turret, which clamps down on that fork. Okay, once we have the corner attached to the headlight assembly by tightening that bolt, we back the whole thing into its final location. The new corner has its own new seal here. There it is. And now we just replace the 4 bolts and then pop the cover back on. And then we replace this trim piece here. In there, so I'm going to replace the 8mm. Now the piece of trim. Again, there's, keep the rubber on here nice. There's these 2 little barbs that plug into here, and then these tabs along the way, and then the set right here. Stay on. Best I can. Plug in there. There. Cleaning. Get my fingerprints all off of everything. Voila! So for comparison's sake, here's the new side, and here's the old. So now I'm just gonna save you the boring material, because I'm gonna go through the same exact procedure on this side. The one difference that I'm going to do that I haven't, I'll do off camera, is I'm going to replace the corner bulbs with actually amber bulbs, so I still have an amber turn signal when it's illuminated. But that's about it. So I have a couple other little cosmetic things to do to this car. So stay tuned, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and we'll do some easy little E46 stuff for a little bit.